just when you think things cannot get any worse. They do. We have lost through injury both our defensive midfielders. So some tweaks were necessary, but maybe this can solve another little problem. Maybe it's meant to happen. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to The Road to Glory, Part 51, Season 6, here at Livingston. And if you are a first-time visitor to the channel and you like FM content, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling up above. And while we're here, my sincere thanks to Christian, who's the latest to donate via the Just Giving link that you can see in the description below. Many, many thanks, Christian. But we have had some dreadful bad luck, and if we go to the medical centre, we can see that both Stefan Omeyenga and Jamie Bowden, both defensive midfielders, have been injured, and Omeyenga will be out for between 10 days and 4 weeks, I guess we can say about 3 weeks, and Jamie Bowden will be out for at least 5 weeks and probably up to 2 months. So we have a desperate problem in defensive midfield, and with McKinnon desperately unhappy and handing in a transfer request, our defensive midfield area has been decimated. And so what that has meant is that we needed to tweak things a little bit, and what we've done is go to a 4-4-2. And that means that Anderson actually will have some company up front, and that may be what might solve his problem. It may be that he finds it just too difficult playing as the lone striker, and in the next few games we're going to see what happens when he has company up front. And so we are going to continue with this 4-4-2 into the near future until both Omeyenga and Bowden regain fitness. And all this happened just before the Hearts game, and this is what happened when we played Hearts. And in terms of what has happened on the pitch, since you were last here, you saw us have that very good 4-1 victory at home in the Europa League phase to Jablonec, and then we played Rangers at home and beat Rangers by 2-1. Rangers, who are having an outrageously bad season, and I think they just lost yesterday as well. And then we played Aberdeen and we beat Aberdeen 3-2 before we had a 3-3 draw against Inverness, another club who are near the bottom of the table. We then had a home game against Genk, a game I was hoping to win, but somehow we managed to lose that game 1-0 in a very, very tight affair. And that was followed by a 1-1 draw away at Ross County, another team near the bottom of the league, before we had that 3-0 victory against Hearts, having switched to the 4-4-2. And does that mean Anderson will play better with company up top? Well, hopefully we're about to see, because we are going to be playing today against Celtic in the League Cup final, a game in which we really don't have much chance. And then we will be playing at home to Hibernian. And if we just take a quick look at the Premier League, you can see that Celtic are 11 points clear of us now with a game in hand. I think pretty much the title challenge is over, but we are still in second and we have 38 points from 18 games, and we are 7 points ahead of St Mirren and 12 points ahead of Rangers. And is this the season when perhaps we separate the top two in the Scottish Premiership? That would be just something quite amazing. But I think for now we have two very big games to play today. Our form against Celtic is dreadful. We've lost the last 5 games. Can we stop Celtic from winning another trophy? I think Celtic have won all the trophies since I've been in charge of Livingston. Who knows what will happen? Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for the cup final against Celtic is Bentley in goal, Fitzwater, Akinola, Oberle and Beck at the back, with Henderson, Sibley, Sweet and Moylan making up a 4-man midfield across the pitch, and Anderson and Fraser will play up front. This is a team that I've picked which is at total odds with the team that the assistant manager wanted to pick. Well, I think he had just given up on the game and he had put it out a very, very poor, a weak team. And I will actually tell you, he's given good advice there. Go out and prove to everyone that you're winners. Go out there, make a difference. And I've got a load of faith in you boys, including you, Bruce. And we can win this. But I'll be very, very surprised if we do. And it is Celtic straight away, as normally happens. And they do have a chance, and they have scored. And within a couple of minutes, we have gone a goal behind. It's Celtic 1, Livingston 0. Is this going to be a good hiding? Who knows? We gave away a simple free kick, and we didn't defend well in the penalty area. I'm not sure what about Bentley's positioning either. It's Celtic 1, Livingston 0. The game is totally without sympathy for anybody. And here's Anderson to Fitzwater. Fitzwater finds Akinola into Oberle. Oberle to Sweet. Sweet has found Oberle again. He's looking over the top for Moylan. Come on, Moylan. And that's a very, very poor piece of control by Moylan. And here comes Celtic again. Celtic bursting down the right. We need to get in his face. Nice play by Beck at left back. And here's Oberle. Oberle to Beck. Beck, who played well there, dispossessing the winger. And then we need more of that. We need to get at them. But we need to get the ball forward if that's at all possible. Here's Sibley. Sibley has taken a great deal of responsibility playing in midfield there since we've changed the system to the 4-4-2 and has played very, very well in the last game. Here's Akinola. Akinola to Sweet. Sweet all the way over to Moylan. Moylan needs to do better than he had with his last touch. He's looking for Anderson. Anderson's in space. Can Anderson put it away? Anderson has made it 1-1. And we are back in the game. And with only 10 minutes left, this looks like it's going to be a final of all finals. It is Celtic 1, Livingston 1. It is Anderson on the score sheet. Moylan did very well there this time. Over the top, Anderson's pace took him past the defender into the corner, 1-1. Is he going to be a better player when he has company up top? We may hopefully have solved his problem. He's well onside there. No need to even check that. I knew straight away he was onside. Henderson has suffered a bruised knee. I get those all the time, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. I mean, I'm old and he should stop complaining. I don't complain when I get a bruised knee. And anyway, here is Fitzwater. Fitzwater to Akinola. Akinola all the way back to Bentley. Bentley finds Oberle. Oberle finds Sweet. Sweet to Moylan. We're playing very, very well at the moment, dominating possession and having most of the ball, and that's what I like to see. We are a possession-based team. Moylan, though, again, has lost the ball, and I need to take a look at Moylan's instructions. I think as Celtic are coming forward, we've given away a penalty. I wondered when that was going to happen, because that is also something we do against Celtic quite regularly. We give away a penalty. And Moylan we've got to look at Moylan, although he got the assist for the goal. I possibly need to do something about his first touch. He's not taking maybe less risks. Maybe that's what he needs to do, shorter passing, I don't know. But Weah is going to take the penalty. We're 2-1 down. I think now it's time to go and have a look at Moylan's instructions and see what we can do to just get him to play a little bit better. We're going to just tell him to take fewer risks, and hopefully that will do the trick. I'm also going to get him to trigger press less. And here comes Celtic again. And Celtic are looking to dominate this game now. Fraser's looking for Moylan. Now, I don't want him to take any risks as he bursts towards the penalty area and fires a shot. And that's a good save by the goalkeeper. It remains Celtic 2, Livingston 1. I don't know why I'm so excited. It's not a game that we can win this. And I don't think FM just feels sorry for people ever when you're playing against bigger teams. Maybe it used to. The game used to take pity on you, but I don't think it does anymore. And we are quite deservedly behind. I'm actually, going to say, you've been unlucky. Keep going. Fraser's not too happy. So how can we make Fraser feel a little bit better? I'm going to say I can't fault your effort, but that hasn't helped at all, and he's lost focus. So it may be time to bring Nubler on and see if Nubler can make the difference up top. We'll just see how Fraser gets on in the next 10 minutes or so. But it is still Celtic 2, Livingston 1, and we need to get our foot on the ball, which we've done, but Beck can only give it back to the Celtic player. It's back to Beck. Beck finds Sweet to Moylan looking over the top for Fraser. Come on, Fraser, you can do it. Get past your man, find a cross, and he does, and Sibley's in acres of space. Can Sibley find a pass? Or can he take a shot on? And Sibley's done it again from distance, and it is Celtic 2, Livingston 2. Well done, Fraser. He made that opportunity. He didn't panic when he was isolated out on the left. And Sibley has done it again. What a strike from Sibley. What a goal. We're back in the game. It's 2-2. And here's Sibley outside of the box. What a curler with his left foot. It's now Celtic 2, Livingston 2. And we are doing very, very well. So, could this be an upset? Could we take the title off Celtic? Who knows? And we do have a free kick, and here's Fitzwater to Sibley. Sweet's pass is dreadful, and here is Weah looking, and there is a ball over the top. This could be a goal for Celtic, but it's a good save by Bentley. And Fraser's rating has gone up. His attitude, though, he's a little apprehensive at the moment, so we are going to make some substitutions. And so we have made a couple of changes and bringing on some fresh legs. Hopefully that will make the difference. But Celtic do have a corner. Swung into the box, and Celtic have scored. They have made it 3-2. And unfortunate, but we have actually been doing a little bit of defensive set piece work in training, but it doesn't seem to have paid off. And Celtic have taken the lead from a set piece. We didn't, again, defend that very, very well. We just allowed him the space to jump and get his head on the ball, and we find ourselves 3-2 behind. Can we get back into this game, Matt O'Reilly? We probably need to do that. Let's do that to O'Reilly. And as time is running out, it's Celtic 3, Livingston 2. And unfortunately, it's not going to be our day. It wasn't a game that we expected to win. So 3-2, it's not a disaster. We haven't been annihilated, and to be this close to Celtic is a good performance. But we have won the ball, and here is Henderson. Henderson is bursting forward, but the ball's been robbed. And here's Sibley. Sibley's pass is poor, and Celtic are looking to bring it out. And it finds its way all the way back to the Celtic goalkeeper. We need to win this ball, which we've done. Akinola can pick up the loose ball, but he's given it away. Celtic are in, and they have almost made it 4-2. And it looks to me like that is going to be the final highlight of the game, but maybe there is going to be one last highlight. And Celtic's press, you can see how Celtic are pressing our back four there, and Bentley plays a long ball forward as a result, and we have had the ball taken off us. And here is, and it is a throw to Celtic. time is running out. It is the end of the game, I think, and we have to just hold our hands up, say we were beaten by the better team. But we put in a very, very good performance, and I'm not too unhappy with the boys. If we look at the stats are showing we won the possession battle, but unfortunately it's Celtic who won the final. And it does seem you cannot stop winning. Celtic winning all the trophies. There's nothing that you can do. I'm going to head off to the dressing room with the boys. I don't really want to see this, to see Celtic actually celebrating. And I'm going to say, unlucky, boys. It was very, very unlucky. We didn't win, and we could have won, though, but it just wasn't our day. And the final score, Celtic 3, Livingston 2. I think we did ourselves proud. What we'll do now is we will play through the next few days, and then we'll come back for the Hibernian game. But just before we go to the game against Hibernian, we do have a little bit of news, and that we have signed Dylan Levitt. He will be joining us at the end of this season, and we've signed him as end of contract player. He's a very, very good player. I do remember him from FM23. He's a very fine midfielder, and we're very happy to have signed Dylan Levitt. This, of course, will upset the board as he's 27 years old, but I think he is an exceptional player, and I think he will be a strengthening to the squad, which we desperately need. And so just some very big news that from next season he will be a Livingston player. And so the team for today is Bentley in goal, with Devlin, Fitzwater, Boyle and Penrice at the back. Martin and Henderson will be on the wings, Whittaker and Fontana in midfield, with Collins and Anderson up front. I'm hoping for another big game from Anderson today. This is a very rotated team. We are very, very tired, and I will be very surprised if we can get anything out of this game, because we just simply haven't had enough rest time after the Celtic game. We've had to make a lot of changes to the team. Collins is a little bit apprehensive before going out on the pitch, but that's good. Maybe that will sort him out. He owes us a big game, Collins, and I'm hoping that this might be the game that he does just that. And it's been a very, very quiet start to the game. We have just about edged it, I guess, but nothing really has happened in the first 20 odd minutes. And at the moment the score remains 0-0 as we're coming up to the second half of the first half, and nothing seems to be happening. We've just about edged it looking at what's happening. I think I'll take a look at their passing stats, and we maybe need to close down. Maybe need to make a couple of adjustments to how we're playing. But at the moment, it's just very close. Hibs are trying to break forward. We need to close this boy down. He's a very dangerous forward, and he's trying to get down to get a cross in. Can't get the cross in. We've headed it clear, but it's picked up by Hibs again, all the way back to the fullback. We need to close this fullback down as well, which we've done. But midfield, we've got to just take them out of the game a bit more. And it is gobbled up by Bentley in the penalty area. It remains 0-0. And I need to just maybe look at some of the instructions that we've got and make a few changes there. Bruce Anderson is a little tired, so I've replaced Bruce Anderson. And yeah, let's tell them, you've been given a lot of credit lately. Keep going. You've got the ability to win this match. I think we can win this match. Collins is still a little apprehensive. He's been apprehensive all game. He is doing okay, though, for a young lad. But Hibernian are the better team, as we can clearly see from the stats. Hibernian have created the more chances. We haven't been very good, but it is Penrice. Penrice with a corner. Can we get something from a set piece? It comes all the way back out to Penrice. Penrice on his left foot, looking inside for Whittaker. Whittaker looking for Boyle. Boyle all the way out to Fontana. Fontana now looking to get a cross in. He can't. He looks for Boyle. Boyle gives it back to Henderson. Henderson driving towards the box. Takes a first-time shot, and that goes over the crossbar. It remains 0-0. And I guess 0-0 will be a good result, given that we have got a very rotated team here. And the decision there is to give us a free kick. And there's another from there's a chance, and Whittaker has put it in at the back post. And it is Livingston 1, Hibernian 0. And that will be a very, very nice 3 points. If we can hold on to this, it'll be a very, very good 3 points. Martin's free kick, and somehow Whittaker, who's not the tallest of chaps back there, he manages to get his head to the ball against the fullback, I think, and now we have gone a goal ahead, and that will be good. Keep the pressure on Celtic, keep letting Celtic know we're still around. I think possibly I need to make some changes. Maybe we'll make a little tweak to the system that we're playing, and we'll do that as soon as this highlight is done. We just need to keep Hibernian out, and then we'll make some changes. And here come Hibernian, looking to play it forward. We need to get hold of this ball. We haven't. Hibernian are in. They must score. It goes out for a corner, and it remains 1-0. And if I can make these changes, it'll be really nice to be a nice thing to be able to do. We need forget this highlight. We need to make some changes, please, FM. And there's the ball into the box. It's headed back out. It comes back out to Hibernian. It's relentless at the moment. We need to close him down. That's a poor piece of play, and Bentley clears up at the back, and now it is time to make some changes. And so we have tweaked the system a little bit, going back to the 4-3-3, but we have also made a lot of changes, get some fresh legs on the pitch, and hopefully we can see this game out and maybe get the result here today. And it is Penrice with the corner, and there's a chance that goes just over the crossbar. It remains 1-0, and just hopefully we can see this game out. It is going to be a goal kick for Hibernian. It wouldn't surprise me if this game ends in a draw. We have some very tired players out there now. Boyle takes a chance in his penalty area, plays it back to Bentley. I don't like them playing out from the back, and they shouldn't be doing it. But here we come, and we're trying to win this ball, and we have won the ball. And Moylan is bursting into the box. Moylan takes a shot, and he too fires it over the crossbar. Our shooting has not been top quality today, but can we see this game out now? What I think I'll do is just make some changes, and we'll slow it all down. We're going to just play it very, very much shorter. We will come off the press, and out of possession we'll just trigger press less, come off that, and in possession we're going to time waste quite a bit, and we'll just hopefully see out the game now. And there is just a few minutes left, just a minute and a half left, as Devlin will take a throw. Devlin, he's taking his time. I like this. You take your time, boy. I don't care if you take the rest of the game. And it is Devlin. Devlin looking to get a cross in. He can't, but we've won the ball. And here's Nubler. Nubler into the box, and Nubler scored and made it 2-0. Nerves can go away now. It is 2-0. And just making that little bit of a change, we came much more back into the game. We're looking at the stats here. We were being soundly beaten. They were having 2 chances to our 1 prior to making that shift of formation, and suddenly we are equaling them in all aspects of the play. It's 2-0 to Livingston. We have won the game. What a fantastic result, given how tired these players were. And I'm going to say a very nice victory. I don't want to take the assistant's advice there to tell him off a little bit. That was a good result, and that keeps us 10 points clear of St Mirren. We're around about halfway through the season now with 41 points from 19 games. We're doing really well. I can't ask for more from these boys. I very much doubt that anything is going to happen in the transfer window. So I guess what I'm going to do is play through... No, what we'll do is we will come back for the Partizan game and the LASK game in the Europa League. And those will be the last 2 games of the group stage. And I think if we get 6 points from there, we could possibly qualify without having to go through the playoffs. That would be something really special. So I'll just play through until the Partizan game, and then we'll come back for those 2 games. If you are new to the channel and you like FM content and you love madness and seeing someone suffer, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support all that very good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And despite the fact that results haven't gone that well in December, I'm still a very happy manager here because we are second in the league and we narrowly lost to Celtic in the League Cup final. It was a very, very good performance today. And all that remains to be said now is we will see you in the next episode.